What is happening, y'all? We have a brand new hour-long gameplay breakdown video from Joe Knows that we're going to go over today. And while I'm going to do his video, I am going to come in and out with my thoughts and opinions based on the video. So he's going to be breaking it down. I'm going to come in, say what I think. But I think it's finally good that somebody has come out with an hour of gameplay that we get to look at and see and break down for ourselves. So that's what I'm here to do. Let's roll the clips.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for. Well, we're really waiting for September 1st, because that's when we can talk about the builder, and that's what probably everyone on this channel cares about. But at least we can talk about gameplay and some badge stuff, and it can kind of link to the builder, and y'all are gonna see. But we got a ton of stuff to go over in this video. NBA 2K24 real gameplay. We're gonna be going over everything from new adrenaline to ankle breakers and dribbling, defense, new power badges, strength, everything that everybody's been debating on Twitter, dunk meter, layup meter, the new throw out dribble animations, the mid-range and post-game, three-point hunting, and the new settings available on NBA 2K24.
So Joe Knows has on his channel on his Twitter, for the next few upcoming days on his channel, there will be 2K24 gameplay, which that video just dropped on August 30th. Everything new, gameplay changes, tons of info on how 24 actually feels. This is what I'm most excited for, is the builder breakdown, you know what I mean? Because I want to see how it's going to be this year. Attribute points, this new badge system, who knows? I feel like I've only seen one kind of build where there was only one category over 90. So this build had over 90 perimeter defense, but nothing else was close to that. Like 85 might have been the highest second thing, which was like steal, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see how this new builder is gonna equal builds out. You know, they say there's no more demigods. Someone will find a way, so we'll see. Small guard builds, big guard builds, lock builds, park center, back end build, you know, tall stretch build, slasher, post scorer. I think those lock builds are going to be scary. Those new steel badges, I think those lock builds are going to be real tough to deal with. But those shooters too, because the dribbling in this video that I'm going to break down is crazy. The new animations, so let's skip right to it. Here's what Joe Knows had to say about it.
With a full builder breakdown, and then we have, of course, this video right here, NBA 2K24 gameplay, man. A ton of stuff for y'all. If you're not subscribed, make sure you sub up, turn on the noties, because we got 10 videos rolling out over the course of the next few days. Let's get into this NBA 2K24 gameplay. All right, let's talk about the new adrenaline system, all right? So as you can see, I'm spamming size ups and escapes and
First off, I don't know when's the last time we've seen a 2K with this clean of dribble animations. Like, just from that little short clip right there, right? Just from this little brief introduction to dribbling.
Right? So as you can see, I'm spamming size ups and escapes and behind the backs and all this stuff. I don't lose any adrenaline until I drive and the body contact gets initiated with the defender, right? But it's not as simple as that. There's a lot more to it, okay? So now, check this out. An explosive behind the back, momentum's, not losing adrenaline.
I'm not paying attention too much to this here because it's Kobe Bryant. He's 100 overall. So his badges and attributes are going to be crazy. What I'm paying attention to is the physical movements of the players, but also just like how they react. So watch this clip.
On any of that stuff, okay? So 23 dribbling system is way different in terms of when you lose adrenaline. But as you can see here, I drive with Kobe, I lose an adrenaline right there, right? I lost that second bar of adrenaline when I drove into the defender, but now check it out. I do the same drive from the other side. Look it, I don't lose any adrenaline.
It looks like real basketball. You drive to the lane, someone's gonna put contact on you. So on you to use body to get them off of you. That's what the bulldozer badge is for. Like Bully last year, we had Bully, but I mean, I don't ever remember seeing Bully active. You know what I mean? Like there was a few times you get with like Giannis or like LeBron, but like Bully badge kind of sucked. Just like Ankle Breaker last year, it sucked.
Why is that? Bulldozer on silver pops up. So these strength and power badges not only help you get, like, watch, see that little stiff arm animation to throw the defender, right? Throw the defender to the side. I also keep my adrenaline on this play, and I'm assuming it's because of that animation. It's almost like if you win that physical matchup with your opponent, not only do you obviously get into a better position on the court to potentially score or create points, but it looks like here sometimes you'll even save your adrenaline bars, okay? Something to...
So I think, I could be wrong, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not arguing with Joe Knows about how the game is, but the adrenaline bar here, I don't think it has nothing to do with the bulldozer badge. I think it has more to do with the defense. That's why he kept the adrenaline.
Let's take a different look at this, right? So not only that bulldozer badge, there's also a badge that Kobe has called Fist. It pops up just like on the last play I showed you, but I still lost. Look, I'm going up and I only got 1 adrenaline now. So even though bulldozer pops up, you see over here in the top right corner, apparently bulldozer activated, but I still lost an adrenaline. So I'm not exactly sure what constitutes as like losing adrenaline and not in terms of these physical badges, but obviously you guys saw in the last one I didn't lose it. This one I did lose it, so I'm not positive, but that's I noticed.
I think that's because of defense. I could be wrong, but I think that's because of defense.
There's like there's a not just a body up, but like a I guess a full speed body up where like 2 forces are colliding. That's really when I noticed you lose adrenaline the most. Okay, that's
because of defense is what I would think. Like, if good defense is played on you, you're going to lose that adrenaline meter. That's how I think it's going to be this year. I could be wrong. But it would make more sense that way. You know, if you just kind of let me blow by you, why would I lose the adrenaline meter? You know what I'm saying? But if you cut me off, right, you put a body in front of me, and I have to go around you, then I feel like an adrenaline meter should go down. You know what I mean? I should lose 1.
Basically the new adrenaline system. You can run left, you can run right, you can spam combo dribble moves, you can do anything you want. And from what everything I saw, you don't lose adrenaline unless there's that full speed meet up of body up contact. All right, y'all, let's talk dribbling and ankle breakers. All right, I know it's a big topic. Last year, ankle breakers were really rare. Essentially, you know, you had to have like Space Creator.
Before this even plays, right? This is against AIs. They were doing the gameplay test on that 2K community day. So be aware that this is against AIs. I can't wait to see how the ankle breakers and the dribbling works against other players, especially other players with, you know, good defensive stats. So take this with a grain of salt is what I would say.
Get takeover, shot creator takeover, and do hop steps. But as you can see right here, I mess up the dribble move and I just snap Lonzo to the ground with Curry, right? So ankle breakers are definitely back. I didn't like get a ton of them. Like, obviously I'm showing you the same clip over and over again, but definitely.
I remember on 2K when you would do a hop jumper to the right, okay? You're running to the right, you hop jumper to the corner. If somebody were to play you left, right, back towards the top of the key, their ankles were breaking because they played you the wrong way. They thought you were going to, you know, step back to the top of the key or step back to the wing. But if you like hop jumper to the corner towards the right and they bit left, you were going to break them off. Last year, I seen none of that. Like, the only ankle breakers I seen last year were mainly off of snatchbacks, and that was so rare on occasion. So I actually like the fact that this ankle breaker happened right here because, you know, the AI kind of tried to cut them off over here. So
like,
this might be a more common theme this year, which I love because ankle breaker was useless last year.
You know, I'm putting him on the ground with a simple snatchback. Comboing up feels really smooth and nice. Like, as you can see, like, that's like a...
I love the separation on that dribble. Like, most people just dribble, step back, rim run to the paint, right? That was like such a nice separation dribble instead of just the old, like, flick back on a stick, hop back, shoot over the AI. That was such a nice separation dribble. Like, I'm excited to see more of that.
But there's definitely still some explosive launches you can get.
I'm talking about right here with Curry. Watch, pay attention to the separation that he was able to create.
Comboing up feels really smooth and nice. Like, as you can see, like,
boom.
That's like a, let me rewind that back. And even comboing with
that behind him.
Comboing.
If 2K is going to give us animations as a dribbler like that little behind the back that he just did, it's going to be torture for a lot of these lockdown builds out here because you're going to have to actually play me the right way. Because when I go behind the back from left to right, I'm actually going out to the right. I'm not just staying in the middle. You see what I'm saying?
He feels way different than comboing with Curry.
Yikes.
I mean, than Kyrie. Comboing with KD feels different than comboing with Kyrie. And I think part of that is the pro play. Like, it did feel very similar. Now, in terms of I said similar. It felt very different, but it felt similar to how they move in real life. It really did. Like, you see Kyrie's got his little, head fakes and all that, and some good animations in terms of like that little slide behind the back. I'm gonna replay it in a second, but
the behind the back, left to right, left hand to right hand, and then the snatch back. Oh my goodness!
Like,
it looks super clean to me.
But if I continued running off of that right here, like, I feel like right here I could probably, I know it's Kyrie, so I'm not gonna take off and dunk. Maybe you're my player. If he has a high dunk, you could split them right here and go take off and throw it down. But even with Kyrie, I feel like if I took one more dribble into here, maybe start to use those new finishing badges like the Euro step badge.
Yes, or the floater
finisher, or I don't know the names of them.
Yeah.
I think it's called two-step or something like that. Spin cycle. One little detail I'll point out right here that I think was cool is the way that the defender is crowding Curry, and you see Curry kind of like picking his head up like he's looking over the defender, like waiting for Draymond to come up and set the screen. It's just a small detail. I thought it was something cool that I noticed.
Facts. Small details matter.
Set up to try to see over the defense. That's a cool little addition. But as you can see, I don't know how pro play is going to translate to the park, but hopefully we do see stuff like this where you play a guard one game and he moves different than another guard and another guard. Hopefully there's a bunch of different dribble moves that are all viable options, and it just comes down to preference as opposed.
Okay, here's my thing with the whole pro play thing, right? I hope that this translates into my career, because the majority of people on 2K, I think, play my career. So if pro play and KD's animations and Kyrie's animations and Steph animations are great on play now, team play, whatever, but their SIGs don't have that same feeling and that same vibe on my career, it's going to be trash. Because, like, I can go do all these things I can do KD's moves as KD. But what happens when I put KD's moves on my build? You see what I'm saying? Like, hopefully these animations and SIGs for pro play on the actual players, KD, Kyrie, Steph, LeBron, whatever, etc., I hope they actually transfer over to my career. So that's going to be a huge what if, and we'll just have to wait and see.
To just one dribble move set becoming so much better than anything else that everyone ends up moving the same. Now, I know it's a video game. Video games usually have metas, especially in 2K. There's always meta dribble moves that the majority of the community is going to use.
Like that right there, right? There's gonna be metas. There's gonna be this behind the back is faster. This spin is faster. This hop jumper breaks ankles the most. But I feel like people play so different, and if you can find the SIGs that fit your play style, like if you're someone who pulls up from mid range off of a size up or a signature combo, whatever, and you got a nice little pull up, like I feel like KD's animations are for you. And if KD's animations from pro play actually translate to my career, you're going to have a hell of a time. Like, you're going to have so much fun. Like, it's going to be great. But if it don't feel the same as pro play and it just feels like generic 2K23 animations that they just copy and pasted, it's going to suck. Here we go. Defense.
Let's talk defense.
I'm going to say this for right now. I have not seen this part of the video yet, so I am simply reacting as y'all are maybe seeing this and reacting. I hope defense is a lot better in the paint this year. Last year was like if you were even slightly out of position, you were screwed. I just felt like even perimeter defense sometimes, it just sucked. Like, we seen earlier that they actually starting to body up, physical contact, like they're playing basketball. It looks good. Hopefully that's the case this year. Hopefully defense is on a whole nother level. Hopefully lockdown builds are lockdown builds because people only make locks to reach. Hopefully lockdown builds can actually lock you up. They don't have to resort to spam and reach. Hopefully they can play tight defense.
Defense, all right. It definitely felt better in terms of body ups. Like that first clip right there, check that out, right? I'm just bumping him, and it
looks
bumps
good.
him to the point where
it looks good.
Second, so pretty good perimeter defender going against Gordon Hayward. Decent ball handler, not a great ball handler.
Let's hope that's the case.
I bump him so much it makes him stumble and bobble the ball, and it's like a forced pickup.
Now, once again, this is against AIs.
Just because I was bumping.
Let me put that out there.
Now remember, this is me defending the computer. So
oh,
Jesus.
Jesus. Hold up, bro. I swear to y'all, I'm watching this video at the same time as y'all. The one part I did see earlier was the first section of the dribbling video. So he's saying it too. It's AIs. It's going to be completely different with somebody on the other end of those sticks.
All right, this is not a human versus human. This is the AI. But definitely felt different in terms of how you attached to the dribbler and bumped him and bodied up. Again, perimeter. I said perimeter. Even on the interior, it felt like you stayed between your man and the basket better.
He's actually walling up.
Like this is Jamal
He's
Murray
walling up and going straight up. It looks nice.
Driving on Beasley. And
I feel like last year if you wall up, you just run right past him.
Defense, you guys know
Run right past
AI
him.
is
Now you're
usually
behind
very
him.
good at just reading layups.
Look,
Like,
straight up
it's something
defense.
that the AI has always done really well. Play hands up D, make a miss. We'll have to see, but that is a good sign in terms of paint defense. Again, it's playing against the computer, take it with a grain of salt, but that is a nice example there of what I'm talking about. Again, bumping the dribbler here definitely feels different than it did in 23. Playing the guy's hip here.
I don't know how much of this I can watch and appreciate because, like, it is an AI. Like, I don't think nobody's about to sit there and just let you bump them up like that way out there. You're going to get blow past. Dude is going to blow past you and be in the paint dunking on you and your partners before you know it. So, realistically, there's only so much of this I would take into account. It actually looks nice, though. So, I'm not too mad at it. But it's an AI.
And then I don't know if y'all can see down here.
Homie pulled that bitch. 47% contested at the buzzer. Maybe forget everything I just said about it being AI. AI is out here doing stuff like that.
Dude just made a 47% contest.
If AIs play like that in a rec, people could quit every game if they want to. I'll play in there with 4 AIs. They shooting 47% contest from 24 feet out.
So, yeah. Definitely feels different, but there's still going to be that, we bumped them up. Chucks up a shot, 47% contest, and he makes it.
Scary Terry.
I don't know, okay?
Woof.
Anyways, again, just some paint defense, walling up.
See, I like that. Like, I feel like last year if you walled up, you were getting, you were
that's not prime
you were getting,
Dikembe
like,
Mutombo.
what I used to yell at people all the time, like, people yell at me, stop jumping. But, like, dude, if I wall up, like, this guy's just going to walk right past me. It was like, he would just slide past me. I had no body anymore. As soon as my hands did this, dude's walking right past me. But I like how this year he's walling up. He's actually staying in front of him.
Keith Van Horn stuff, all right? So, we're going to see. There's still blow-by animations in the game, and this badge up here, blow-by.
I'm going to tell you the first thing I just noticed. That was Giannis on Trae Young. That is what's supposed to happen. There's a reason people set screens and get mixed matches. If you put Giannis on Trae Young any day of the week, he's supposed to mess over him. I remember on 23, I had a 6'1 guard, and people couldn't do stuff like this. They couldn't blow by me or use contact, get around me, and get a dunk off. And, like, everybody's pissed. Man, you're 6'1", da-da-da-da. And, like, I'm sitting there trying to defend it. Like, oh, well, they got 6'1 guards in the league. Let's be real. Steph, Kyrie, Trae Young, these small guards are not stopping Giannis like that, bro. Let's be real. So I'm glad to see that from the first clip, how Giannis just gets right past him, blow by, boom, easy dunk. Makes sense.
Bye.
At that point, you better have a big man crashing down, because if not, you're going to kill that little dude all day.
Is a badge that goes up, gets a layup, and
Once again, we have Bully Badge. I didn't see Bully Badge do this much. Hopefully, if you have something like Bulldozer on this year, it actually works, not just for players like LeBron. Hopefully, it works for your My Career, your My Player, whatever.
I agree. But it's not like Bully where you have to.
I feel like that depends on your play style so much. If you're someone who you're not going to be able to create much separation, and you kind of almost have to, you're going to have people, contacting you a lot while you're driving, then yeah, you're going to need strength, you're going to need Bulldozer, you're going to need blow by. But I feel like if you're someone who's pretty shifty and pretty quick, you can just get by people without them even touching you, then I feel like you don't need strength, you know what I mean? But that goes into your play style. Also, I'm referencing 23. Who knows? 24, the defense might be so crazy. You may never get an option when you're driving to just completely break off of somebody. Who knows? I don't.
Take a bad layup and hope. And I said, Wolf, if I'm gonna invest strength into my ISO build, like my big ISO build, if I'm gonna invest all these attributes into strength to unlock these badges, they better activate a lot, otherwise it's not worth it. And he said, oh, they activate, like they are going to fire just from you dribbling on the perimeter anytime there's contact.
They said that about Bully last year. I know plenty of people. I was one of them that made a build with mad strength. Bully didn't work like that. So be careful when you hear that statement. Not saying Joe Knows is lying. Not saying Wolf is lying. I'm just saying be careful, because what happens is the game comes out for 2 weeks. People say, oh, this is overpowered. This is that. Nerf this, buff this, do that. And then they nerf it or they buff it. And it's like, okay, this isn't what y'all originally had planned for this badge. You know what I mean? So be careful with that. Don't depend on your build at 100% to be able to get these animations all the time. I want to see if I can find just a gameplay video. That might be unguardable, unless you're somebody big and you can absorb that. But I don't know. That's pretty crazy. Finishing's gonna be tough this year. Defending finishers is gonna be tough this year, especially if you're on a smaller, weaker build. I feel like it is gonna matter. We'll see. I don't know. Oh my goodness! Hold on. As he was driving, he caught contact. Watch this. All right, he's waiting. He catches contact here. Boom. Get off me, little boy. Okay. Brings him back. Oh my God. Oh, some of these slashers are going to be scary. Some of these interior finishers are going to be terrifying. Man's caught him. Said, can you come see again? And then punished him. But that is so nice right there. Bang. Get here. Bang. I'll see you. That is beautiful. That's gotta. I want to see a bulldozer lights up. So blow by immediately lights up. Obviously posterizer lights up. Crazy. Crazy. These interior finishers and these slashers might be something. I have bulldozer on Hall of Fame and posterizer on gold. I can't make this. Immovable enforcer? Was that a new defensive badge? Am I tripping? I've never seen that one yet. I haven't heard about that one. Maybe I'm tripping though. Immovable enforcer. Wow. I mean, with the gold anchor. Okay. Well, I never heard of that badge, so now I have.